Welcome back, Saint Stuff fans. I'm your host, Wes Brown. Last week we talked about NFC South defenses. We had special guest star Caleb Harmon on, who is a longtime friend, knows a lot about football. Had him discuss the best position groups of NFC South defenses. This week I want to discuss about the NFC South offenses and which position groups have the best rooms. And when I say rooms, I mean most talent at one position. So I want to start with that. However, I want to do one thing. I want to try something new. I want to do a special giveaway. I have two cards, two next level score cards of Josh Allen and Juju Smith-Schuster. I want everybody to like and comment, and I want them to comment on something that you would like to hear, something that you would like to hear me to talk about, something that you would like me to discuss about the Saints, related to the Saints, and just comment your favorite football player on the Saints. It could be all time. I know for me, a little bit about me, one of my all-time favorite, most underrated players was Marcus Colston. So, comment, like, subscribe if you would like to, and the most liked comment will win these two next level cards. So yeah, and the next level cards are Juju Smith-Schuster and Josh Allen, like I think I've already said. So let's jump in right now and talk about the NFL offenses for the NFC South in particular. So quarterbacks. It always starts with the quarterbacks. The quarterback room on each team. Obviously, if we were going to go with last year with Drew Brees and Jameis Winston both in New Orleans, that would have been an incredible quarterback room. No Drew Brees, he's retired. That leaves us with Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill. It's hard to overlook what Tampa Bay has in Tom Brady. And they even have a decent backup in Blaine Gabbert, who started a lot of games. He knows how to play football as well. Blaine is probably getting a tremendous expertise teaching by Tom Brady. So you got to give it to Tampa Bay when it comes to the quarterback room that Tampa Bay has right now. I do want to kind of point out what Carolina has going on right now. They have Sam Darnold, they have P.J. Walker, they have Will Grier, who all three of them are very young, talented quarterbacks who've all made their way to the NFL very differently. Sam Darnold by way of a top talent drafted by the Jets, who turned out to, I wouldn't say be a bust, but because of the New York Jets' lack of talent, he found his way to Carolina. P.J. Walker through the XFL was probably the best quarterback there, and so he's now joining the Carolina Panthers with a very loaded offense as well. And then Will Grier, who's very much young, talented as well, maybe not as high as a draft pick, but could surprise some people if given the chance. So you got to give it to Tampa Bay. Tom Brady's there. He's starting, year 23 or something of his NFL career? It's unreal. And so Tom Brady plus Blaine Gabbert gives Tampa Bay the best quarterback room in the NFC South. Let's move on to running backs. Running backs. This is easy. I know I'm going against kind of hometown favorites. Obviously, Alvin Kamara, Latavius Murray have got to be probably two of one of the two best A and B punches of the NFL altogether. Alvin Kamara is phenomenal, one of the best backs in the whole NFL. Latavius Murray is the perfect complement to him. He plays the Mark Ingram role very well at that downhill running back who's going to go right through the tackles, create those hard yards, those extra 4 or 5 yards when you need somebody to push that pile, to wear down those linebackers and wear down those defensive linemen. So Latavius Murray is great for that. Mark Ingram was great for that. But Kamara's that do-it-all running back. However, I just can't overlook what Carolina Panthers have going on with their running back room. Obviously, Christian McCaffrey is there. He is super talented, and when you talk about Christian McCaffrey versus Alvin Kamara, those two are about one of the top two. I've said it before, top two of the whole NFL. Outside of Saquon Barkley, I really put as those top three of the whole NFL. So I think they're kind of a wash, and so it really goes to who's the next best in that room. Latavius Murray, who's on an aging contract. We did very well to keep him in terms of money standards, but he's still, he's past his prime. He does well. We don't give him enough opportunities. I think Carolina got a draft steal in Chuba Hubbard. I really think he is a phenomenal running back. I would have definitely given it to Carolina if Mike Davis was still there, but he's not. In fact, he went to Atlanta. So Atlanta's got Mike Davis, and surprisingly enough, their backup running back is Cordell Patterson. So I could have went with Tampa Bay with Leonard Fournette, Ronald Jones, Giovanni Bernard. I feel like they don't lean heavy enough on their run game, and that was one reason why I didn't want to go with New Orleans. Is New Orleans has never relied on our run game. Carolina runs the ball quite a bit. So Carolina Panthers have the best running back room in the NFC South with Christian McCaffrey and Chuba Hubbard leading those top two. I think they're a phenomenal 1-2 punch as well, and they're going to do really well this year. Let's go to receivers, wide receiver and tight end group. New Orleans has Mike Thomas, of course, Adam Troutman, Deontay Harris, Marquez Callaway. Outside of Michael Thomas, that's not a very scary group. You've got Tampa Bay's Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski. You know, a lot of talent there. Mike Evans is a true top talent. Chris Godwin is a great slot receiver. Antonio Brown is kind of a wild card. Obviously, he played last season for him and did not get suspended or whatnot. But you know, any given moment, he could do another one of his antics, I'll put it, and be suspended for another few weeks. So it's hard to put that there. Then you have Gronkowski, who's often injured. So it's, again, kind of hard to look at that talent at that group when two of their top talents may or may not be there from week to week. So, and that goes back to the Carolina Panthers as well, with Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore. DJ Moore had a few games where he was out. Robbie Anderson had a few games where he was out. And then now the new rookie, Terrence Marshall. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint that group. You got to give it to Atlanta. I know Julio Jones is being traded to the Tennessee Titans. Obviously, that's a major receiver leaving them. I think you got to give it to Calvin Ridley, Russell Gage. I think they're getting somebody, Taj Sharp, back in that trade. Kyle Pitts, the new tight end. This is a young, talented group that could progress to be the best receivers in the NFC South for a long, long time. And that's what you wanted Michael Thomas to be, and Emmanuel Sanders to be, and so many others of the Saints past, even when we had Michael Thomas and Brandon Cooks. But you got to give it to Atlanta. Atlanta's got Russell Gage, Calvin Ridley, Kyle Pitts, Hayden Hurst even, Taj Sharp. I think that's just phenomenal talent, and it's a young talent. It's a base that's very committed to Atlanta. They're often not injured, so they're always playing, it seems like. You got to give it to Atlanta. And so, last group of the NFC South offenses is the offensive linemen. This is, without a no-brainer, the New Orleans Saints. Across the offensive line, I mean, across the board, it's no doubt Teron Armstead, Andres Pete, Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, and Ryan Ramczyk. Those five are phenomenal. So you got to give it to them. That's probably the best offensive line in the NFC South. So to kind of review, quarterbacks was Tampa Bay, running backs was Carolina, wide receivers was Atlanta, and the offensive line goes to the New Orleans Saints for sure. So let me know what you think. Please like and comment. If you want to win these two cards, that would be great. And thank you, and who dat?